As soon because the film begins, we see a man named Jacob, who changed into wearing an area fit and became roaming in the jungle. Unexpectedly Jacob's eyes open and we understand that what we simply saw turned into simplest Jacob's dream. Truly, Jacob is an astronaut and is currently in his spaceship. Whilst he gets a message from the headquarters, he turns on his video name, through which all of the humans in his department at the floor had been now capable of see him. Jacob turned into on a solo area adventure. That is, he went on my own in area. And these days was his 179th day. Because of which anybody become congratulating him. The whole lot changed into going first rate up to now. His area challenge was to research the Chopra cloud in area, which was at the back of the Jupiter planet. It became a cloud product of dust, which appeared very brilliant. Jacob tells his department that he may be inside the Chopra cloud and will inspect it. He'll supply all of the facts about it in this global. Here, Jacob disconnects this call. On the other hand, Jacob's wife contacts his headquarters and tells the human beings of the neurospace program that she is separating from Jacob. She does no longer want to stay with Jacob, due to the fact Jacob become no longer together with her in difficult instances. She changed into pregnant, but due to the fact Jacob was now not together with her and could not contend with her infant died before delivery, and because of this, she is now leaving her husband. The neurospace application does no longer deliver this information to Jacob, because he turned into on a very vital task a ways far away from Earth. And this information could destroy his intellectual kingdom. Jacob became slumbering in his spaceship whilst abruptly a frightening dream opened his eyes, wherein he saw insects entering his nose, eyes and ears. While he woke up, he determined out that this changed into his dream. Jacob become bored stiff with this scary dream. And this changed into a sign that his intellectual fitness turned into deteriorating. The motive behind his deteriorating intellectual health became that his spouse had stopped talking to him for plenty days. Whenever he referred to as his spouse from space, his spouse did no longer solution the decision. Now his spouse had determined to depart him. Now he gets a name from his headquarters, where he was told that a spaceship from South Korea became approximately to reach him for a task. But he had to finish his project earlier than the mission from South Korea. Besides, it changed into nighttime and Jacob went again to sleep. This time his eyes opened because of the commotion in the spaceship. He got scared due to the fact the noise turned into very loud. As quickly as he opened the chamber of his area, there has been a monster alien searching like a spider. Jacob were given very scared and closed the chamber. The thrilling element was that this alien had the energy of telekinesis. This means that he should examine every person's mind and positioned his words in absolutely everyone's mind. The use of this energy, he tells Jacob, "Don't worry, I will not hurt you." But Jacob receives scared and leaves. He places on his space fit and calls his headquarters and tells them to leave poisonous gas inside the spaceship in order that the alien dies. Jacob changed into wondering that perhaps that monster isn't always real, and his intellectual condition has become so strange that he is hallucinating. As quickly as this idea came to his thoughts, the monster informed him that I am real and I am to your spaceship at the moment. Hearing this, he got even greater scared and concealed interior his glass chamber. The headquarters had released the poisonous gas, which become over. After getting scared, Jacob came out and saw that there was a spider-like monster in the glass chamber. This turned into sufficient to make him understand that the spider changed into nonetheless alive. He tells Jacob, "Don't worry, I will not hurt you. Neither have I been harmed by using your poison." Jacob asks him, "What do you need?" He replies, "I'm a researcher like you. And at this time I need to realize you. Due to the fact you seem very lonely to me." The monster could not prevent him. Hearing all this, Jacob changed into getting more and more irritating. This is why he went to sleep with drowsing drugs. Now when Jacob woke up, he was seeing plenty of recollections of his spouse. Jacob asks this monster, "Are you doing all this? Are you displaying me all this?" The alien replies, "Sure, because I want to make you experience lonely." Now here, this monster alien asks Jacob, "Do you have eggs?" Jacob replies, "I do not have eggs for the time being, but I've peanut butter." He makes the alien flavor the peanut butter, which the alien liked a lot. Now I'll speak me to Jacob, the alien reveals out that he has come right here to analyze the Chobra cloud. The alien, who already knew loads about that cloud, tells Jacob that this cloud has been here because the time this galaxy turned into shaped. He also gave Jacob a bit greater facts approximately these clouds. After this, the alien monster indicates him his spouse's memories again. And then Jacob asks him, "What is your name?" The alien replies, "I do not have a call." And Jacob names him Heinous. After a bit at the same time as this monster become displaying Jacob his wife's reminiscences. Now Jacob become aggravated because his spouse become disappointed with him for a long term. And this issue changed into hurting him. Reminding him over and over was hurting him even more. It's why now the monster suggests him his dad's reminiscences in preference to his spouse. Seeing this, the alien became even extra dissatisfied. And he tells Heinous, the alien, that his dad is useless now. They have been just talking about how a small particle of the Chobra cloud comes into their spaceship from a small open chamber in their spaceship. Jacob became very satisfied to hear this. And he tried to seize this particle. However, the alien instructed him that these particles can't be stuck. At the same time as they have been speaking, Jacob's attention turned into completely diverted from the spaceship. The Chobra cloud was coming closer to their spaceship very rapid. The spaceship would have been destroyed. Jacob became very scared. His palms and legs were shaking. He didn't know what to do. Then the spider gnome alien hugs him, calms him down and tells him that this Chobra cloud is just like every other cloud. Even if it's miles a cloud of dust, it's going to no longer harm your spaceship. Nor will it ruin it. Those are just particles with the intention to suspend part of your spaceship. After coming out of the scenario, he recalls his wife again. How else his wife became unwell, he wished Jacob. So Jacob left him. The alien additionally noticed all his mind and reminiscences. Now the alien commenced to hate Jacob. Due to the fact he knew that Jacob was egocentric. He left his own family for his undertaking. Understanding this, he additionally leaves him. Seeing him pass, Jacob tells him, "Heinous, don't pass. I want you." But Heinous says, "I'm now not going to live anymore. Because I have visible which you have done a number of damage on your wife. You are a very selfish man or woman." Jacob found out his mistake. Seeing all this, Jacob, who became very unhappy, ultimately got up and referred to as his wife to make an apology. His wife turned into no longer going to agree so without difficulty. But Jacob had determined that he would persuade his spouse. He not best apologized to his spouse. However, additionally promised her that he would usually stay together with her. That is his closing space task. After that, he will only deliver time to his circle of relatives. His spouse, who cherished him and did no longer want to go away him, was handiest leaving him because he become getting selfish. When she notices that Jacob has grown to be like earlier then, she forgives him and they promise to live collectively again. Listening to this, the alien additionally comes return to his senses. And tells Jacob that you did an excellent thing. Listen, now you relaxation. The next day is a totally crucial day on your mission. Day after today you'll be within the middle of the big holes of the Chobra cloud. A lot of particles of the Chobra cloud were nonetheless round him, which he turned into able to see. Now he is going to sleep and while he wakes up in the morning, he's absolutely prepared for his assignment. He contacts his headquarters, wherein he knows that the complete country desires to see him. Here, seeing all this stuff, Jacob came to the realization that the Chobra cloud must were formed. While those galaxies have been formed because of the collapse of the sun. That is, these are the debris that remain after the formation of the galaxy, which are so brilliant. Now he became pronouncing that Hanos informed him from at the back of that he goes due to the fact he has a totally terrible infection. Because of this infection, all his extraterrestrial beings like him had been killed on other planets and now he can also be killed. As quickly as he stated this, he left the spaceship. Jacob, who becomes saddened to hear all this, additionally immediately follows him and at the way, he gives Hanos with peanut butter for the remaining time, which he preferred very lots. We see that now Hanos, this is, a variety of space insects, had come on that alien, which simply ate him and completed him. On the way, Hanos shows him the reminiscences of his wife. It turned into the time when they met for the primary time. Seeing this, Jacob and Hanos were very glad. And right here, Jacob realized that he couldn't in reality stay without his wife. The scene is reduced, and now we see Jacob once more within the jungle. He also desired to wear a spacesuit, however he met his spouse. His wife was speak me to him lovingly right here. But all this was only a myth of his. Absolutely, because of staying by myself for a long time. His mental circumstance had deteriorated lots. And he became so lost in his wife's goals that he did now not sense like going lower back to the spaceship. Then he were given lost someplace in the chopper cloud, which changed into then rescued by means of the South Korean group. Jacob had already finished the investigation on the chopper cloud. In spite of this, the South Koreans rescued him and taken him again to Earth. And subsequently, now Jacob meets his wife, wherein he had determined that he would never go away his spouse and own family. Just displaying that the movie ends right here. Thank you.